the woman is a gate. That is where fertilization happens. So he knew. That's why he went for the woman. He didn't go for the man.
Yes, sir.
He was waiting for the woman to come. So now we see just immediately that their eyes were opened and they were sent out from the garden.
Yes, sir.
We see that no. There's something about to jump. Go to verse 15. Genesis 3 verse 15. You can read Genesis 3 verse 15.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Now this was just immediately after the woman ate the fruit and the man ate, and God is coming into the scene, and God is asking the questions, what have you done, and all that.
Yes, sir.
Now this is what God is saying to the serpent. Please, I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to say now, because if you miss this aspect of what I'm about to explain now, I don't think you would understand what I would actually say, right? So God says, I'll put enmity, talking to the serpent. This is the serpent God is talking to now. I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed. And why did he put the seed of the serpent first? Because this is the generation of man. God would have put the seed of the woman first. Why did he put the seed of the serpent first? Because the seed of the serpent was already present in the woman.
That means in this process the man was not even involved.
The man was not involved in the first sex act that was carried out. What method the enemy used, I can't tell. But all I can tell you is that the enemy injected his seed into Eve because he knew that Eve was a gate. If you said I'm lying, read Genesis chapter 6, when angels began to sleep with men. When angels began to sleep with women, and the women bed forth giants. So there was something the enemy knew. The angels did not sleep with men. So Satan could not have gone to Adam. The angels slept with women. Because he knew women are gates. Now, I told you that God said, I'll put an enmity between thee and the woman, and between your seed, because the seed of the serpent was already present in the woman, and between her seed. Your seed shall bruise the heel of the seed of the woman, and the seed of the woman shall bruise the head. Right? Because that's what we want to do. Because I would love to have explained certain things and how those things were fulfilled, but that's not what we are here to do. Now, understand this, that I said the seed of the woman was already in Eve. Now the Bible went on to tell us that Adam knew Eve, and they conceived and bare forth a son called Cain and Abel. Now, why is it that the first children to be born out of our first parents were twins? And the Bible tells us that Cain was a murderer from the beginning.
Okay.
If you go to the New Testament, we're even told that he was the son of the wicked one.
Yeah.
Now you say that cannot be possible. I want to tell you of technologies that were there even in the Garden of Eden and explain those things till now, and tie those things to the mark of the beast, the number 666, to help you understand the times. It will amaze you that the word 666 is actually a prophecy. Just like Christians, we have prophecies about when Jesus will come back and the things that should be happening when Jesus is about to unfold. Even in the dark kingdom, they have prophecies. And the prophecy, their prophecy is a number.
So that is to say, the Bible have already shown us clear evidence about the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent.
It has always been there.
Which is Cain and Abel.
Yes.
Because the Bible tells us that Cain was a murderer and Abel was a good shepherd.
Yes. You could even notice that if you really check the book of Genesis chapter 5, you'll notice that the Bible never included Cain into the genealogy of Adam. It started with Seth. But Cain was alive. God would not want to associate himself in something that he was not a part of. Clear. So God had to take Cain out of the picture and start with Seth because Abel was dead now. Are we getting the picture now? Right? So we see a technology even in the garden because we have to relate that technology to the mark of the beast. The technology to recode man.
The first technology.
Yes, sir. To recode man. Right? So the enmity was put between what? The seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman.
Yes, sir.
Now people would say, I want to open your eyes to a technology that was there and help you understand that technology is also happening now.
Yeah, presently.
Those technologies are presently now. And tie, because my intentions is to tie all of these things to the mark of the beast. Now, there is a process even in science that they call heterosuperfecundation. The ability where an ovary can house two eggs, two sperm. Right, where the woman a womb or the woman ovary can actually accommodate two sperm from two different parents. So is it possible? Yes, it is possible.
Technology.
Yes, there is a technology now already that they call 3-parent babies technology.
Gene editing offers a whole new world of choices. John Zhang is a rock star in the world of fertility with his own upscale Manhattan clinic. His research alters DNA at the very earliest stage, when egg meets sperm.
The application of this technology is limited only by our imaginations.
Zhang has developed a technique that combines DNA from 2 mothers and 1 father to create a 3-parent baby.
Let's say we have 2 mothers' eggs, just using chicken eggs as an example. As we know, chicken eggs have 2 parts, egg white and egg yolk. So you start with 2 parents who each give 1 egg. One give egg white, one give egg yolk. Then we get a 3rd parent of sperm. Now you have 3 parents.
This technology, where 3 parents can actually give birth to 1 child. But in those times, there is a technology that Satan knew, but that is a possibility. And I told you, is the word heterosuperfecundation. You can go and do the Google or the search for yourself, or superfecundation, where an ovary, the woman fetus, can actually house 2 sperm. Right?
Yes, sir.
So when Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel, the first was not of God. It was of the seed of the serpent. Now, if you now go to John chapter 8, when you begin to read from verse 40, I think, to 44, you will notice that your Jesus, when he came to earth, he came to, the Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. But you notice that there were some certain group of people that the enemy, even Jesus, will call you brood of vipers, you generation of serpents. It was as though he doesn't even want to preach the gospel to these sets of people.
Yeah.
But he calls them that you are of your father, the devil, and the deeds of your father you shall do. So it's as if Jesus knew that not everybody came from the gene of Adam.
Yeah.
right? Some people came from the gene of Cain. Right, so that's very important. So I said we want to tie it to the mark of the beast, because we want to begin to touch the mark of the beast now. The number, what does the number signify? Because I told you that the number signifies, or it's a prophecy about what then? It's a prophecy about a world takeover. The enemy knew there would come a time where he would take the world for himself. Where once again, like Isaiah said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? How art thou called down to the ground? And when you begin to read, he talks about Satan having a throne, exalting his throne. He wants to have that again. He wants to exalt his throne. But there is a time allocated to him to carry out that on earth. The resisting force for the enemy is the church. We are the constraining power of evil in our world today. Right? We are the one constraining him not to have taken the world.